Hello everyone, this is Scott Smith and I'm back with another video, this time on Holy Fire Reiki. In the last video I talked about the Usui styled Reiki and its benefits, and in this one we're going to build on that and talk about the differences and benefits of Holy Fire Reiki, which was brought to us by William Lee Rand of Reiki.org in 2014. At least that's the date that I have. I like to be mindful that some people will have different experiences and definitions or understanding about what Holy Fire is for them. For some people, this might have more religious overtones, but for me, it does not. I look at Holy Fire Reiki as an equal practice to Reiki and not better or less than. I think it has different benefits than Usui styled Reiki. So Holy Fire Reiki can come off a little more intense and a little higher than Usui styled Reiki. One of my students made a comment during a online ignition process that Holy Fire Reiki fast processed some of the things that we were going through. And there was a general consensus around that as I began to share that insight with other people, including myself, looking over some of my journals and the energy work that I had used when I applied Holy Fire Reiki towards some of the issues that I had. It was a really fast turnaround on those things. And not just a fix of the issues, but an evolving of myself, my heart, and my understanding towards the issues that really created the change. And I think that that is a hallmark of the Holy Fire Reiki, is that evolution of energy, that heart energy that's associated with it, that causes us to perceive things differently or to grow and address things differently. That's really great about the Holy Fire Reiki. It does work with the universal life force energy to heal the body. So I like to say that it's Holy Fire Reiki, not just Holy Fire, because it does involve the healing current of the Reiki energy, and it is ultimately rooted in that stream of ki. However, the warming sensations and the regular experiences that you might have with the Usui styled Reiki tend to be a little bit more intense, a little bit more powerful, or on another level when it comes to the healing techniques. So I don't always use this as a healing method for folks. Sometimes I like to build into it, and I always work with permission and the comfort level of the people who I am working with, because sometimes a lot of energy is actually counterproductive. So what are the benefits of Holy Fire Reiki? Like Reiki, it can help us to relax, to release, to let go, to be in the space of receptivity to those higher patterns of energies that may correct the imbalances in our body-mind, to bring us back into a place of wellness. It can help with stress, anxiety, and it also does other things as well. I think that working with Holy Fire energy, Holy Fire Reiki, it has helped me also to release hangups, cords, psychic debris. It tends to be a little bit more metaphysical in its approach. And so when I start to receive an indicator in my meditative practice that I might be using Holy Fire for myself or someone else, I tend to think that it might be a little bit more psychic phenomena available or happening for them, and that this Holy Fire Reiki might be one of the tools we can use to help clear out that energy. The benefit of that really is we oftentimes collect a lot of things in our auric field, and if we don't have a regular practice that's allowing for us to clear those out, we need to sort of go through the spiritual bathing process to remove those. And witches, pagans, spiritual practices around the world have cleansing processes for this. And I think Holy Fire is one of those techniques that's really great for this, is helping to release and remove attachments and cords and really just thought forms that might be, they've run their course, that sort of stuff. Some of these things can be harder to see, especially when we have thought forms connectors or cords in relationships with other people. And I think the fast processing of the Holy Fire allows for us to perceive the release of that energy and heal the parts of us that might be holding on to those cords and connectors. And so we no longer do that. Holy Fire does have a system which is related to the 12 heavens, which is similar to some other upper heavenly work stuff I have seen in occult spaces, and also different. It's really about being your authentic self and really embodying your authentic self. And so Holy Fire Reiki, I think, can also encourage the process of being more grounded in that, in your heart, in your body, and in your mind. So what's the difference? Why would you do Usui Reiki over Holy Fire Reiki? Well, I think that Holy Fire Reiki can have the healing benefits of the addition, like that the Reiki does have, the traditional Reiki does have, excuse me. But it also tends to be a little bit more psychic, spiritual, or mental to me. And that if you're having issues with those sorts of things, the Holy Fire, at least in my practice and the way that I'm using it currently, can help to fast process those or help us to realize the parts of ourselves that might need healing to those attachments so that we can grow and evolve as individuals. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more engaging of the mind, of the spirit, and involved in personal transformation, in addition to the relaxing benefits of Reiki, I would suggest Holy Fire Reiki for that. This is Scott Smith. My website is thesacredother.com. And if you enjoy the video, give me a like. That's very helpful. And there is a contact on the healing page at thesacredother.com, which you can use to reach out to me if you have any questions. Of course, I always watch the comments, so wherever you may find this video, I'm probably not far behind when you would have mentioned or asked a question. So go ahead and shoot me one there and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, contact me through the website. I hope you enjoyed watching today, and blessed be.